Hi viewers, you know that we are celebrating Christmas. We have to know the reason for the season of Christmas. Today, in this video, we will be telling you the story of the Nativity of Jesus and the reason for us to celebrate it.
Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed primarily on December 25th as a religious and cultural celebration among billions of people around the world. A feast central to the Christian liturgical year, it is preceded by the season of Advent, which historically in the West lasts 12 days and culminates on the 12th night. Christmas Day is a public holiday in many of the world's nations. It is celebrated religiously by a majority of Christians as well as culturally by many non-Christians and forms an integral part of the holiday season centered around it. The tradition Christmas narrative, the Nativity of Jesus delineated in the New Testament, says that Jesus was born in Bethlehem in accordance with Messianic prophecies. When Joseph and Mary, the inn had no room, and so they were offered a stable where the Christ child was soon born, with angels proclaiming this good news to shepherds who then further disseminated the information. Although the month and date of Jesus' birth are unknown, the church in the early 4th century fixed the date as December 25th. This corresponds to the date of the winter solstice on the Roman calendar. Most Christians celebrate on December 25th in the Gregorian calendar, which has been adopted almost universally in the civil calendars used in countries throughout the world. However, part of the Eastern Christian churches celebrates Christmas on December 25th of the older Julian calendar, which currently corresponds to January 7th in the Gregorian calendar. For us, believing that God came into the world in the form of man to atone for the sins of humanity, rather than knowing Jesus' exact birth date, is considered to be primarily purpose in celebrating Christmas. Now let's get into the story of Christmas. Long ago, in a place called Nazareth, lived a woman named Mary. She was a hard-working woman who was always good for others. She was engaged to be married to a man named Joseph, who was also good at heart. One day God sent an angel to Mary by the name of Gabriel. The angel told her that God was sending a Holy Spirit to earth to help people. That soul would be born as Mary's son, and she would name him Jesus. Mary was worried about how this was possible since she wasn't married, but the angel assured her that it would be a miracle from God. The angel also told her that her cousin Elizabeth, who had no children, would also give birth to a baby called John, who would prepare the way for Jesus' birth. On hearing this, Mary consented to God's will. She went to meet Elizabeth and returned after 3 months. By then she was pregnant. This worried Joseph, who wondered if he should call off the wedding. But one night, while he was asleep, an angel visited him and told him about God's will and urged him to marry Mary. Joseph woke up the next morning and decided that he would make Mary his wife. After the wedding, Joseph and Mary made a trip to Bethlehem, the place where Joseph's family came from. However, when they reached there, they could not find a place to stay as the village was crowded. So they decided to stay in a barn where animals lived. It was there that Mary gave birth to the Son of God, Jesus Christ. The birth of Jesus was signified by a bright star in the sky. Wise men from different parts of the world understood the significance of this star and followed it to reach Bethlehem. They brought along gifts for the baby and his parents. In other parts of Bethlehem, where shepherds were grazing their sheep, angels appeared to give them the good news. They sang and made merry to welcome the Holy Spirit to earth. Since then, this day has been celebrated as Christmas. People go to church at midnight to celebrate the birth of Jesus. We exchange gifts, sing songs, carols, and enjoy ourselves. Here is a Christmas song for you.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la. La 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 la.
That's all for today. We'll meet you in our next video. Bye.